to our EdTech training seminar. What is educational technology? Educational technologies are the technological tools that are incorporated into classrooms and into the curriculum in order to enhance and expand learning opportunities. Educational technology is technology that enhances what teachers are currently doing in the classrooms, and it expands what they are able to do in the future. Technology is now a huge part of the education system. The first of the two technological tools that I will be presenting is Nearpod. What is Nearpod? Nearpod is a great tool for presenting lessons to students in a digital format, and even features tools that allow you to add audio, video, or images to each slide in order to differentiate lessons. You can also add interactive slides with questions, quizzes, games, and check-ins. The second technological tool that I will be presenting is Edpuzzle. What is Edpuzzle? Edpuzzle is another technological tool that is used to enhance educational videos. Videos on Edpuzzle contain check-in questions that stop the video from continuing until it is answered, to ensure that students are paying attention and understanding the content. Why is Nearpod beneficial? Nearpod is a beneficial tool because it allows teachers to differentiate their presentations with the use of audio, video, and images. Students will be engaged in lessons because they can interact with the content in the presentations. They can adjust the lessons to fit their own pace. They can view the Nearpod presentation and listen to the audio as many times as they need to feel confident in their understanding or to complete their work. This will free up time for teachers to be able to work with students, since the students will be working on their own. Why is Edpuzzle beneficial? Students will be engaged in the lessons because they are interactive, and they can adjust the lessons to fit their own pace. This tool can enhance instructional practices in the classroom if a teacher wants to use videos to help complement lessons. This is an effective tool because instead of playing the video for the whole class, students can listen and watch the video at their own pace, replaying sections when needed to make sure they fully understand the content. This tool will also free up time for teachers to work with individuals, as the students will be working on their own. I assessed the viability of the tools that I selected by putting them to practice myself. I used the educator view to create assignments in Edpuzzle and then used the student view to complete the assignments myself. This tool is easy to navigate for both teachers and students, and it meets its intended purpose in supplementing lessons with videos that are relevant to class content. I used the educator view to create a Nearpod presentation and then used the student view to view and listen to the presentation. This tool is also easy to navigate and meets the intended purpose of differentiating presentations and making them interactive. Both of these educational tools have free accounts that are available to teachers. In order to get more storage that will no doubt be necessary if these tools are being put to regular use, we would need to upgrade to a paid account. Both platforms have a school or district-wide account available, and a quote would need to be requested. Each of the platforms offer trainings and professional development opportunities for free with the school or district level accounts. I do not think that adopting these tools would have any negative significant financial impact. The benefits of the tools definitely outweigh the cost of the tools. A potential concern involving digital citizenship and ethics involving the use of Nearpod and Edpuzzle would be in student responses to open-ended questions. When students are given the freedom to respond freely to a question, there is a risk that the student may respond with an off-topic answer or even an inappropriate one. However, this could happen with or without the use of digital tools. This is not a huge concern of mine with Edpuzzle because the answers to the questions are submitted to the teacher only rather than being posted to the whole class. On Nearpod, however, if a student responds to an open-ended question while my screen is being displayed, it would project to the class. To avoid this, I would clearly state and model my behavioral expectations for the class. So this is a little walkthrough of how Nearpod works. Over here we're going to see what the teacher would see or what will be projected on the screen. And over here we will see what will be on the student's device. So this will pop up on the big screen and all of the students can enter the code to join the class Nearpod. Next, this is the lesson objectives that would project. So anything, any slide that we want to create, we can project to the students on the board. And if at any point we want a whiteboard, we just click here. You can draw and erase that, or we can use text. Here is a check-in question asking what students already know about the solar system. So a student would type in their answer right here. And once they submit it, I should soon see it pop up on my end. Perfect. And like I said, if at any point we want to go to the whiteboard, we can use this to start making a list of student answers. Now there's going to be another activity. So on my end, students, or I and students will see the list of students and their matches. I can either choose to project this or not. And on their end, they will see the matches. So this should also soon transfer over to this end. There is another activity. Once students have their answers for this, I should also be able to view their progress by clicking on the student. Here's another slide that's going to be projected onto the students' devices. And there's an exit ticket quiz. And my total score is going to pop up right here. Next, there's another interactive slide where students are actually going to be asked to check in with how they're feeling about their knowledge of the solar system. That will also transfer over to the teacher's device. And then the last slide lists their homework. So this is what Edpuzzle looks like. I am on this page by clicking on My Classes. You can also go to the plus sign to create a new class, but this is a class that I have already created. So to create a new assignment, we can go to add content and upload our own video, or you can also go to YouTube here and search up new videos on existing content that will help to supplement your lessons. So we're going to stick with the solar system theme. So students will see the video portion. They'll be able to play the videos, and once they arrive at each of these marks, they will be asked a question that they have to answer before they can move on in the video.
And it's called the Milky Way. Do you see that?
So once they get to the question, the video pauses itself, and students have the option to re-watch that portion if they do not know the answer, or they can choose their answer.
Do you see that? That bright light is our solar system.
Choosing the correct answer will let them move on in the video, and if they do not choose the correct answer, then they can choose to re-watch.
Come, let's take a closer look around the sun.
And once they re-watch, they'll be presented with the correct answer, and they may continue on in the video.
The sun is the main source of...
We can also edit the videos that we find on Edpuzzle. I can add a cut, which means that I'll be able to add my own questions in here. I can undo that. I can also edit the existing questions. I can choose another correct answer, delete some of the answers, or change the options. I can also delete questions if there are any questions that I do not like. And then when I'm finished, I can do that. And I can assign this by clicking the little assign button at the top to my class. Live mode will share my screen with students, and we could do the video all at the same time, or I can just share the assignment with students and allow them to do the video on their own time. So this is